advisor here at REI Nation.
My name is Meghan Carson. I'm a customer service rep here at REI Nation.
Several people have been asking, what is the difference between a portfolio advisor and a customer service representative?
And more importantly, how we work together in helping the portfolios be the most successful for our investors.
So today we're going to be answering some of those questions and sharing a little bit more about our roles. All right, Meghan, some viewers have wondered, what does a customer service representative handle day to day?
Perfect. Yeah, so pretty much customer service rep is your liaison between you and your portfolio. Any type of late rents that happen, any type of eviction, if there are any maintenance issues, if you need taxes or statements for your taxes, excuse me, then I'm here to help you every step of the way. I call you monthly, just keep you updated and just form a relationship with you and just see what your day-to-day is going on.
Excellent.
Holly, I've had people ask, how involved are you after the initial purchase?
Oh, okay, great. So I'm still involved after the initial purchase, where you handle the day-to-day, what's going on with the resident, what's going on with the rent payments and things like that. I still want to know how it's going because they may want to add to their portfolio. So I will go and do a portfolio analysis, see how it's handled, like if the maintenance expenses, what's going on, to help them navigate to their next property.
Okay, so kind of like when you just do a check-in with my investors and just seeing how overall the portfolio is performing.
Absolutely. Yes,
That's perfect.
All right, Meghan, some people have been asking, who do they reach out to once they've closed on a property?
So initially what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to your portfolio advisor. You want to give them a feel of how the overall closing process went, you know, any type of improvements that can be anywhere. And then after that, your customer service rep is going to reach out to you, introduce themselves, and then they'll contact you once a week for the first 4 weeks just to get you acclimated with the company, see how things go and what next steps to expect.
Right, that's great. That just happened recently with an investor. He closed, he reached out, he's like, oh, this is great, love the process. He was ready to get on his portal, which he will access everything about his property. And of course, I didn't know how to do that. So that's when I referred him to the customer service rep who helps him set up and looks at his property and everything going on with it on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly. And the customer service reps, we work with the portfolio and within Propertyware, which is where our owners' portals are set up. So if there's anything ever confusing or if you need anything and you can't find access to it or have access to it, your customer service rep will be able to go through and find everything for you, send it to you, give you the steps up by step on how to find that information and go on from there.
Yeah, and one good thing about us all working together in the building, like I'll have investors that need something, I can run to Meghan, and Meghan is efficient and quick and helps. So with that working together really helps the investor.
Exactly, it does, and it builds a stronger relationship and bigger trust with our clients, and just making sure that everything is at ease. That turnkey touch is what we're looking for.
Absolutely, truly turnkey.
Yeah. Holly, we've had people wonder, how are you involved after the initial purchase with their portfolio?
Great question. Well, first of all, no one drops off from anywhere. Like, we work together. Customer service, I'm not going anywhere where Meghan's going to help with the day-to-day, with the resident and maintenance. I'm still checking in on them, asking how they feel, how are they going, because again, we want them to grow their portfolio. And as their property grows and we see how it goes, how the resident's paying, how everything's going, then that helps them decide, yes, I feel comfortable and I want to move forward. So we stay in touch, we work together, and we're both still in communication with them.
Perfect. And when that investor is ready to purchase again, how does that conversation go?
Oh, that's a great conversation. That's, again, where we work together. Since you're speaking to them probably more so than I am, you're getting a feel, asking them questions, are you ready? Once they are ready or maybe interested in the markets and what properties we have, then you, Meghan, will set up an appointment on my calendar with them, and then we will go over properties, start talking about the markets, and then hopefully close on another property.
And that's another thing with investors that, you know, they feel kind of scared just jumping to the portfolio advisor sometimes because we have that good relationship.
Right.
So it also helps when you come to the customer service rep to reconnect you with that portfolio advisor, get any type of ideas, the front hand of what they're interested in, what kind of criteria they're looking for, so that way I can communicate with you on it, and it just kind of eliminates a process.
Absolutely. And communicating with you about how their property's doing, if there's any maintenance or low maintenance, that might be another market that they want to invest in, so that can help them with their diversification.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Holly, what does a portfolio review look like when you set a portfolio review up with your investor?
Great question. So portfolio review or analysis, we pull that. It shows your expenses and then net income. So it shows everything that they've paid out, be that property management fees, any maintenance expenses, and then showing what they're making with rent. So it shows their true ROI and profit margin, and that helps them decide, oh, look, this property is giving me a, whatever ROI, this is doing great, I've had low maintenance, I'm making good money, let's add another property. So it helps them decide when the time is right to move forward with another one.
So you guys talk about the equity that's built into the property and such, and then what the potential concessions can be in the future, what kind of discounted management fees you can, and the benefits for adding on to get those discounts, right?
Absolutely. One good thing about a portfolio analysis, showing how your property is doing, what your ROI is, shows that you need to grow.
Yeah.
And that helps you get, like we have incentives, like the WOW group, or if you get to 5 properties, you get more benefits, you know, lower property management fees. So as they see their property doing well, it's more incentive for them to grow and add the property, and gives them that comfort that, hey, I did this, it's doing great, let's do another.
Yeah. Of course. And there's always investors that want to be a part of something. And being a part of the WOW member team and then talking those benefits and stuff, it helps them understand where other investors are. And then on top of that, it also builds your generational wealth with your property. So anything that you're leaving behind to your children, your grandchildren, anything, you're discussing that and building that future with that investor.
Absolutely. So if you got other questions about how do you support investors behind the scenes?
Good question. So not only do I handle with day-to-day things with their portfolio, any maintenance issues, stuff like that, but personal touches. For instance, I have an investor who has her dog and she's been really sick lately, and so I sent her a couple of treats just to comfort her or whatever, and then Honey unfortunately passed away. So I sent her a little goodie bag, just those personal things that I would want from my customer service rep that's taking care of a big asset for me. I would want to feel like that's my friend, somebody that I can go to, be honest with. If I have any concerns, or if I, am upset about something, you can come to me and you can tell me. So supporting the behind the scenes with personal feelings has built even bigger relationships and has been way more successful, and also helps them feel comfortable.
Right.
So they can come to me for anything.
Yeah, I think that's the same for both of our roles. I mean, I think we both genuinely like people and like talking to people. So this is not a set it and forget it. You bought a property. Like, we're building real relationships. And to touch on, Meghan had an investor. He was involved in an accident. He loves Memphis ribs. Sent those ribs to him. It's just a small day to day, because these are not just investors or just people that are checking off a number or a box. It goes beyond the numbers. It goes beyond the properties. It's a real relationship.
It's not transactional.
Exactly. Not transactional. Yeah. All right. Looks like we've covered some of the serious questions.
Perfect. Let's play a game.
All right. We're going to play a game called Who Handles It? So we're going to get some questions and we're going to find out, is it me or is it you?
Let's do it.
Investor wants to purchase a second property.
That's with me, Portfolio Advisor. I will narrow down markets, their budget, criteria, and let's add another one.
Investor has a question about a statement.
Ding, me. If you have any questions over it, we'll look over it together. We'll go line by line, and I'll answer any questions that you have.
Investor is unsure about long-term growth strategy.
That would be me. In addition to helping you find a property, as we mentioned before, portfolio analysis, seeing how their property is growing and what the next step should be.
Investor wants to understand portfolio performance.
That would
Really,
that would be
both
both
of
of us.
Honestly.
Oh, okay. Both of us can help that. Whether it's statements, whether it's adding the property, how it's doing, we both can handle that together.
Everything. Yeah.
Investor is nervous about their first property.
That would be both of us, both portfolio advisor and customer service. We have investor visits all the time, and they meet with both us and the customer service.
Exactly. And then you get to feel for the culture here at REI. You meet the entire team who's handling behind the scenes, collections, leasing, renewals, things like that. It just makes you more comfortable feeling that you have a family behind you.
Yes, absolutely.
Investor wants to explore expansion into another market.
That would be me, portfolio advisor. So I will give details on the market, what it looks like currently, and how that works in their goals.
Investor has a communication question.
Customer service. Anything communication. Me. Call me, text me, anything you need. What is it like? Kim Possible? Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
That's
Anytime.
That's right. Tell them.
Lastly, investor is unsure who to contact.
Both of us.
Yeah,
Call
both
us
of us.
both, because that happened last week. One of my investors couldn't get into his portal. He called me. I walked over to the customer service rep. We handled it. He was in the portal within 30 minutes.
Yeah. Since we work so close together, it's easy for you to communicate with both of us. So
Absolutely.
you never have any wrong person to turn to.
You're always cared for.
Exactly.
Well, that's all we have for today. No matter where you are in your investment journey,
You're not doing this alone.
there's always someone here to support you.
If you have any more questions about investing, visit REINation.com and you can schedule with any of our portfolio advisors. We look forward to hearing from you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.